Hey guys, I just want to let you know I am working on a video. In fact, I'm in the process of making it pretty much right now. I've just run into it's not technical difficulties, it's just what I'm doing is a little time consuming and it's not that important. So anyway, but I do want to talk about a really quick Kingdom Hearts theory that goes back to E3. At E3, Tetsuya Nomura mentioned that he had something all prepped and ready, but he was afraid he couldn't announce it because of he just couldn't announce it yet. And there are a lot of different reasons, but as Disney and Square deals mostly with things that are, for Kingdom Hearts anyway, things that are already announced, it kind of left a couple people confused, because it could mean that he's referring to something upcoming, like maybe A World on the Good Dinosaur or something, or it could do with something that has not been announced yet. And I think he was referring to something technically related to, though I will go back and double check it. Anyway, so I would like to mention before I go into this is I'm a fan of an anime series called Avengers Disc Wars, which is a ridiculously cheesy and awesome and funny anime that deals with the Avengers, lots of Marvel superheroes and supervillains being captured in these little things called discs, and they basically live there, and you have to have someone with a compatible code to get sent out, and so they team up with these kids. It's basically sort of as if you combined Pokemon and Digimon in comics, and it's meant for boys, it's meant for kids. I really like it. It's really great. Anyway, but it was in Japanese, which, is kind of a issue, but other than that, there wasn't any real reason why they couldn't bring it over. I mean, there was an X-Men mark, but anyway, that goes into something else entirely. Well, Disney XD Malaysia is showing Avengers Disc Wars, which would not be a whole big to-do, except it's being done in English. And not only that, from the little clips they've released, it looks like the cast that's doing it, if it's not the cast from Avengers Assemble, it's very, very close. This is obviously for the Avengers. The kids obviously have never appeared anywhere else, and Pepper has not shown up on Avengers Assemble either. Okay, so I was talking to a friend about all of this, about it being dubbed in English, and how it was not being faked because they couldn't, again, it sounds like it's the people from Avengers Assemble, and they deliberately say Akira and Jessica and Ed and a couple of other things that just you couldn't splice together. And just, why would everything be the same if Iron Man's voice is different? And anyway, so when I was telling my friend about this, she brought up something that maybe it deals with the Kingdom Hearts summons. Tetsuya Nomura could not talk about the summons because they would be in discs, at least for the Marvel heroes. And as Disney had not announced they were bringing the disc series over to the US, because it had previously just been in Japan, then the reason why, he couldn't say anything because no one really knew about it yet. Please keep in mind this is all just theories. Avengers Disc Wars has not been announced for the US at all, but there is an English dub. There wouldn't be any reason not to. They are not showing either Avengers Assemble or Ultimate Spider-Man into some point in 2016. So that gives them some time to show Avengers Assemble and pair it up with maybe Guardians of the Galaxy. So with all that being said, it literally is just a theory, but I think it makes sense. It would, with the summons in the Kingdom Hearts series, it's usually been done through charms or just going along. And I have said previously that I think the Marvel series would work better as summons. I mean, I have also talked about how Nowhere would be a good world with the Collector, but these two would not necessarily contradict each other. Maybe you do meet up with the Collector and he has the discs for the heroes, and that's how you summon. They would just work better as a summon, I think, plot line wise. Just say that something happened and, they may be freed later, and then, you're good and temporarily free them. Also, I would like to end this on as if Avengers Disc Wars does come over to the US, please give it a chance. It's really, really, it's really great. It's really great because it's both very silly and very heartwarming. Like there's been episodes where I've honestly felt like crying because of how emotional it is, and there's other ones which are just utterly ridiculous and I have laughed at. So it's a good series. I mean, there is some suspension of disbelief, but yes, it's a good series. All right, I'll try to get this up, and I'll try to get my other one up as soon as possible. Talk to you later.